Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't already, please consider subscribing and helping us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today is just a really quick video to let you guys know that all of our guides for the rest of 2024 are going to be half off. And there will be no code needed. So we're in August. We're more than halfway through the year. Keith and I have decided just to knock the price on our guides down 50%, and it'll just be across the board. You won't need a code. I'm going to share my screen with you. I want to show you a couple of things about our guides and where you can get them. So if you go to our flippinhipposhelp.com or this link here that leads right to our training guide page, which I'll link down below for you, these prices reflect the full price. But when you go to buy them, they'll be knocked half down. In fact, I may change the website. But just so you know, if you click the buy guide button, you will be taken to checkout where they will be half price. So they'll be $12.49 for the plushie, the clothing, and the jeans guides individually. And these are the bundle prices down here that will also be knocked in half. You can get any two now for $19.99 or all three for $29.99. So you can get all three of them for $5 more than what one costs full price on this blowout sale for the end of 2024. And I also wanted to directly point out to you guys, I've seen some kind of naysayers on purchasing guides recently on just different social media platforms. And our guides are not a BOLO guide. I want to make that very clear. A BOLO guide that you can make for yourself or you could purchase from another reseller is just a guide of brands that sell for a lot of money or brands that sell quickly, have good sell-through rates, items to be on the lookout for. It is a BOLO list. It is simply a list of things to look for to thrift. And I don't have anything wrong with those. If you want to build one for yourself, that's fantastic. And if somebody else took all of the time and the effort to build one and now they're selling it to cover the cost of their effort and their time, that's okay too. But ours is not just a BOLO guide. And I wanted to show you guys what ours includes so that there's no mistaking ours for BOLO guides or misunderstanding what ours comes with. So our most bought guides are the jeans and the plush, and that's probably because they come with chapter books. Yes, you heard me. They're not just BOLO guides. Our guides come with chapter books, spreadsheets. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of each one, and you can make your decision to purchase them if you'd like. Now, I did start making these originally back in 2017 for myself. Like I said, let me come off of here real quick. A lot of buyers can make these for themselves, and I started creating these lists, these pricing guides, these spreadsheets of sell-through rates and average sell price and average cost and all of that for myself. And I started compiling information on plush and jeans. And then I thought, well, why am I not selling this? This is a lot of really great information. So these guides did actually start their lives as things Keith and I were making for ourselves to ease our time and be more productive at the thrift and just make it easier for us to see what was profitable and what wasn't. And we do update them every year. They get updated the last 2 weeks of December going into the new year, every single year. So the information is all up to date. Okay. So our most bought are the plush and the jeans. The clothing guide has the least amount with it. It doesn't have a book or anything because this is pretty standard. You got your brand, you got used, you've got new, and then you've got it broken down into women's and men's. So you have 7 for All Mankind women's jeans and men's jeans here. Used, new, both. How many are listed? How many are sold? That's your sell-through rate. We color code all of our guides. So you can at a glance look at these and see if it's red. It takes 6 to 9 months to sell. It's slow. If it's yellow, it takes 3 to 6 months to sell. It's medium. And if it's green, it takes less than 3 months to sell. It's fast. And you're not going to see a lot of green anymore. Clothing is kind of oversaturated. A lot of folks since COVID have started selling clothing. So most of your clothing is going to be red and yellow. And you hear me say that on this channel all the time when I'm trying to tell people what your expectations should be as a reseller. A lot of people get upset when something doesn't sell super quickly or takes a couple of months, sometimes even a year. Plush can be very long tail, but this is the reality of it. Keith and I sit down every year to update these guides. We do this research. We figure out these numbers. We do the math, and this is what it is. The majority of your clothing is going to take 3 to 9 months to sell. 3 to 6 months here if it's yellow, longer than that if it's red. And that's just the reality. Clothing can be slow. There's very few that are green. And this is for over 100 brands here, broken down, used, new, men's, women's. And then if you go over to the other columns here, we have the average selling price and your target buy price. So going back to these 7 for All Mankind women's jeans, they have a very low sell-through rate. And the average selling price, though, is $44 if they're new. So you don't want to spend more than $14 to purchase them. So that's the clothing guide. It's kind of simple and easy to use. Now, the Plush guide actually comes with a booklet. There's an introduction, and here's the table of contents. You actually get chapters in the Plush guide. You get a chapter on why selling plush is a good idea. You get a chapter where I bust a lot of myths about plush. You get a chapter on FAQs, BOLOs, bread and butter plush, and NOLOs, all broken down into lists for you. So there's your BOLO list. But I also want to tell you what is going to be more realistically found in the wild and sell for you if you have a volume-based business. So that's your bread and butter. And then your NOLOs, the avoiding. Don't buy them. Don't source them. Run away if you see them. So yes, I have all 3. And that's kind of what all of our guides do. They tell you not only what a BOLO is or which ones to look for, but also which ones to avoid. And here's the chapters, just broken down. You can see there. The Plush guide also comes with a spreadsheet, similar to what you saw with the clothing guide, except it's broken down into BOLO, bread and butter, and NOLOs for you. These ones highlighted in purple just simply means they're new items added to the sheet for 2024. I try to add new information every year to keep these relevant. Yes, I'm updating all of this information and all of this math and these numbers to be up to date every year, but I like to add new things too, just to give you something extra. So this Plush guide has your the brand, the sell-through rate, average sale price, and target buy price. And again, that's broken down and color-coded for you so you can see fast, slow, and medium. The jeans guide is also a little PDF booklet, and it will come with these chapters. Why are women's sizes so complicated? Help. This chapter explains how to tell plus size from juniors and petites. What does that mean? And how to tell men's sizes from women's sizes. It's a pretty good chapter to help, especially beginning people. A lot of beginner resellers get really confused on sizes with jeans. Here's how to measure jeans. And then with those measurements, once you learn how to measure jeans, you can tell your style. Just by measuring your leg, you can tell if they're boot cut, flare, skinny. And I have charts and I have pictures. Every chapter includes everything you need to learn how to measure, then figure out your style, how to determine your rise. Again, there's all kinds of pictures and charts and stuff. They're really good chapters. There's a whole chapter on how to tell your wash. The most basic are, medium, dark, and light, but there's stone wash, acid wash, acid wash. Acid wash, there's a lot of things, other washes people don't know about. How to tell men's from women's, how to take really good pictures. And then you also get notes on how I price my jeans, because you're going to get an attached spreadsheet with my starting prices on jeans. You get my actual jean prices, what I start my jeans at. You also get a spreadsheet specific just to Levi's, so you can look at your overall guide to jeans, which is just like our clothing guide. You have everything broken down here for you by used and new. Your sell-through rate is color-coded by medium, slow, fast, and what your average sale price is in this column. And this is every single brand that we include in this guide. But if you only want to look at Levi's, we have those broken off into their own spreadsheet as well. And then we have the spreadsheet. So this is a pretty good guide. I personally like the clothing guide. It's very simplistic. It's just a spreadsheet. But if you're really trying to learn plush, or you're really trying to learn jeans, or even if you've been doing plush or jeans for a while and you just need a refresher course, those are really great guides because of everything they come with. So our guides aren't just BOLO lists. They tell you what to buy, what to avoid, how fast it's going to sell. And you get books with chapters that explain to you a lot of, with the plush, there's a lot of myths and FAQs and stuff, and it just helps you navigate your way through learning plush. And the jeans guide is really, really good for anyone who gets hung up or confused on wash, style, rise, size, or anything like that. So they will be 50% off for the rest of the year. And then in January, they will be updated again and go back up to full price. So take advantage of this while you can. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below. And don't forget to join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so, so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.